اهلا بالجماعه اللي نورونا، وسعيد جدا بحضوركم، وان شاء الله هيبقى في مفاجاه بنهايه الويبينار. الويبينار ده الهدف منه ان انا اقدم مؤسسي الشركه ليكم مباشره، وان شاء الله لو في اي استفسار بنهايه الويبينار اكون سعيد ان اي استفسار يجي على بالكم. بس طبعا مش الحاجات الخاصه بالدعم، يعني الاستفسارات الخاصه بكيان الشركه، باي شيء انتم شايفين ممكن يضيف اضافه للشركه. Um, I just say, dear Ilmar and Chris, to all attendants that we are happy that they are here, and we are happy to introduce both of you to them, because you know now face-to-face communication, especially for maybe the business module, is not new, but it's new for most of Arab people. So I will ask both of you first to introduce yourself. So, Chris, I will be appreciated that you introduce yourself to all of attendants.
Okay, sure. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for investing the time to meet us. And Youssef, thank you very much for hosting us here today.
Thank you.
My name is Christoph. I'm German, and basically I'm the co-founder together with Illimar in this project. My history in trading goes back about 18, 19 years. My own trading goes back longer, I believe 22, 23 years. As of today, I'm 42. And basically, I have been trading all my life. I fell in love with trading when I was 18. And since then, the markets are basically part of my life every day for 10 hours plus, I guess. Regarding my history in trading, I was basically building up, let's say, the market in Europe for a very known trading platform or broker in Europe. The brokerage firm is basically overseas. And this is what I've done for 12, 13 years, I believe. And then I came up with the idea to basically of the trading pit. And I teamed up with Illimar. And the idea of it was quite simple. I wanted to have a fair and aligned product to be able to work with traders and not against them. And that's basically the idea of the trading pit. We mentioned the trading pit, the place of opportunity, because back in the days when there was pit trading, people were in the pit to trade to make ends meet, to make money for themselves and their families. And this is the opportunity we want to offer our traders. That's
Thank you.
And maybe one more thing. I have a wife, I have 2 children, and we have a dog. Yeah, that's
okay, thank you. باختصار كريستوف، سعيد جدا ان انتوا استثمرتوا الوقت اللي عندكم وانتوا حضرتوا معانا. كريستوف بقاله حوالي من 18 ل 19 سنه في مجال التداول، وكان مهتم جدا بالعقود الاجله، واشتغل مع شركه نينجا تريدر كبزنس ديفلوبمنت، وكان حابب جدا ان هو يعمل شيء مختلف يقدر يصحح فيه مسار المتداولين بالخسائر الكتير اللي بيشوفها، يقدر يعمل كارير ويوفر حاجة تقدر تساهم في إن كل شخص يقدر يبقى عنده دخل إضافي ليه ولعائلته. I said what you mentioned in summary in Arabic, and I would be happy that Illimar also introduce himself.
Yeah, hi guys, hi all attendees. And thanks, Youssef, for organizing this event. It's great to be here, and it's great to put the face also on the trading pit, and so that everybody sees who we are. And just to wrap up also the background of Christoph, he's always very humble and very modest. So he didn't mention, and he never mentions this, but he actually trades also today, and he's been trading successfully futures for many years. So I think actually that's one of the points that differentiates trading pit from others, that our people actually have previous trading experience, and still even today they trade. So I just wanted to add this point about Christoph as well. I know that he's very modest, it's good. But just about myself, so I've been like Christoph as well. So I've been in the trading business since 1997. So it's 26 years. I've always been passionate about trading. I don't know why. I think it's just like the way that markets work. Like everything is changing all the time. It's moving. There are news coming in. Everything is interrelated. Even today, you know, sometimes I find out like new things, new things that impact the market, and the interrelations between the various things like political, economic, everything is affecting the market, and I just love how it affects the prices. And so I've been trading for many years, mostly futures and futures options. So my strategies were mostly seasonal related, and also spreads, future spreads and option spreads between different commodities. And so that's like from the trading front. Recent years I actually do mostly investing, like long term into stocks and properties and that sort of stuff, but still trade as well. And but from my professional background, I'm mostly involved in private equity. So that's where I built my careers, managing funds for some of the larger institutions in the world. That were then focused on the Eastern Europe and the Baltic states, actually, where I'm from. And then the last 13, 14 years, I've been involved in the brokerage business. So building up one of the brokerage firm, which is also well known in your region, in the MENA region. It's called Tickmill. And I'm also one of the co-founder there. And so combined together with Christoph and the other members of the team, we have a very good understanding how trading works, how markets work, how the brokerages work, which brokers provide good service, which not. And what we've also seen is a lot of hundreds and hundreds of thousands of traders, how they trade, where they make mistakes, why they are not succeeding. And in summary, you know, when we started discussing with Christoph about founding Trading Bit, that's really the foundation of the idea that
Can I give them briefing, because you answer all questions mostly.
yeah okay.
اوكي. إليمار هو متحمس جدا وسعيد جدا باستضافته وبوجود حضوركم، وشكرني لان انا اتحت الفرصه، لان هو في الاساس حابب ان هو يتعامل دايركت مع الوطن العربي، ومن اهم الديستنيشن بالنسبه له الوطن العربي. هو بقاله 25 سنه في مجال التداول، واشتغل في إدارة الأصول، وكان مهتم جدا قبل ما يعمل البروكر الخاص بيه لأن هو مقتنع إن فكرة الماركتس بتلينك الأشياء أو بتعمل كونكشن الأفكار والمشاريع ببعض. هو كان مهتم جدا بالفيلد ده، وده اللي خلاه بقى اكزايتد إن هو وصل لمرحلة إن هو عمل بروكر هو معروف جدا في الوطن العربي، هو تيك ميل. المفترض ان هو بقاله تقريبا 7 أو 8 سنين في الوطن العربي، فبقى معروف. ومؤخرا هو يعني بقى مرخصة تكميل في دبي. انا لسه هسأله سؤال دلوقتي عن هو وكريس ايه الحافز اللي خلاهم يجو ثرو ان هم يعملوا تريدنج بيت، ولكن هو جاوب طبعا في النص وقال فكرة ان هم عارفين البروكر بيشتغل ازاي، ايه العيوب والمشاكل في البروكر اللي بيواجهها اغلب المتداولين، وهم كانوا عايزين يصلحوا الموضوع ده في شركة تمويل تبقى الحل المثالي بالنسبة للناس. I just tell our attendants about what you mentioned, also Chris, and I answer mostly the question which you already briefing about. What was the main idea that you establish a prop firm company? But I would like any of you if give us some insights about the journey of establish the trading bit, including foundational story and vision. So can any of you give us a vision and a little brief about the story, so we got finally is Trading Pit?
Yeah. May I start on Illimar?
Okay.
We share them the answers. So the Trading Pit, as we said, it's the place of opportunity. We wanted to. There's just one principle. Let's answer this way. There's one principle, and the one principle is that we want to be aligned with our partners, with every partner, and especially with our traders. So what this means is, in essence, we want to give them opportunity, basically the fairness, the transparency, and especially the opportunity to grow with us and limiting the risk. When you look at the markets today, a lot of people fail. This is something what Illimar mentioned. And what we want to focus on is to help traders to succeed. And the principle here is, I believe, very opposite to the traditional, let's say, especially the Forex industry, in my opinion. So what we want to do is we want to limit the risk of a trader, financial risk of a trader, not that he loses all his risk capital. We don't want that he loses all his savings. In contrary to that, we want that he invests only a small ticket fee. And with this ticket fee, if he does well, we provide the capital in order to help him grow. So this is basically the principle of our company, and the foundation is really that we want to be aligned with everybody. So we don't want to have any conflict of interest. We want to have the same interest, and we don't want to treat any trader as a client. We want to treat them as a partner, and this is the fundamental difference. No trader is a number. No client is just a client or a number. We treat everybody like we want to be treated. We treat everybody with honest answers, and we don't make wrong promises. And I think this is really for me, the most important item is I want to go to sleep. I want to have a great feeling in all the relationships what I have. And this is something not so known and not so common in the industry, I believe. And this makes us different as well.
Okay, thank you. كريستوف بيتكلم عن ان الهدف الاساسي كان من شركه ذا تريدنج بيت بسبب المشاكل والاخطاء اللي بيشوفوها كتير من المتداولين مع شركات بروكر، خصوصا في اموالهم، ان هم يحدوا من عمليه خساره رؤوس الاموال. وخساره الموضوع بيوصل من خساره رؤوس الاموال بيوصل لخساره المدخرات. at the end البيزنس مديول بتاع شركه ذا تريدنج بيت شركه تمويل، الهدف منه ان يبقى وان سيتويشن، مفيش تضارب في المصالح، لان at the end احنا عايزين متداول يوصل لمرحله ان هو يصحح اخطائه في اداره راس المال. فبالتالي لما يصحح اخطائه في اداره راس المال خصوصا في فتره الاختبار، هو هيقدر يتداول بشكل هيلثي، بشكل افضل اتساقا مع الوقت، هيصحح كل اخطائه. فبناء عليه هيتجنب وهيقلل من فكرة خسارة أمواله الشخصية وخسارة مدخراته، لأن زي ما احنا بنقول المتداولين بيوصلوا لمرحلة إن هو بيدخل في دوامة لحد ما يوصل لمرحلة إن هو بيدخل على مدخراته. واحنا قابلنا حاجات كتير زي كده. هو بيقول إن الموضوع مش سهل تماما. فكرة إنك تقدر توصل للمعادلة دي هي مش سهلة. فكرة توصل إن أنت برضو تبني الثقة، ده موضوع مش سهل. هو مش بينام بسهولة، مش بيبقى فيه أريحية، وطول الوقت فيه وراء الستائر في أحداث بتجرى علشان نوصل للمعادلة إن كل شيء يمشي stable. Illimar, can I pass this question to you? Can you give us briefing or our attendance briefing about how the operation going internal the trading pit, how the business module, and how everything is going to have at the end a smooth operation?
Sorry, Youssef, I didn't understand your question.
We want to let our attendants know about briefing about the operation at the company, how it's going, so at the end our customers have smooth operation.
Okay, so in terms of operations, I think what I can say is that a lot of people would be really surprised how far we have actually come. So we have today already more than 60 people in the organization. We have many people like yourself, Youssef. So we have people representing us in various parts of the world, in the MENA, of course, in Europe, in Asia, etc. And we are constantly growing. this physical representation in various parts of the world. So that's in the process already. We have a lot of like broker relationships as well. So I think what's really important to notify about us is that we are not a broker. We rely on the brokers, other brokers, to provide execution, which means that we are not stuck with any single brokerage firm. We work only with the best brokers. If we see anything like something that we don't like, we can easily switch the brokers. We have a very strong technology team as well in place. We have the cornerstone of our business is actually risk management. So we have automatic risk management systems in place. We have a lot of like payments systems in place. We have marketing, customer support teams that actually come from some of the well-known brokers and investment firms who have actually built successful businesses before. So I would say that operationally, we are one of the strongest firms in the prop trading industry. And I would also add that what makes us stronger is our experience. So as I mentioned earlier, that we used to manage like very reputable brokerage firms, investment firms. Tom, our CEO of Liechtenstein, he actually managed hedge funds. So hedge fund is something that a lot of our clients, like eventually they want to get to this hedge fund status or managing a hedge fund. So we have people that have done this for decades, you know. And we have very strong capital base as well here. So we take this business extremely seriously. We have our names at stake. So if you see us operationally, if you come to our website, you see who we are. Like, we are not hiding here. We build very strong, solid, reliable, long-term business here, and we have our names at stake here. So it's not that, you know, we hired some guys and, you know, let's put them in front and then if something happens, you know, we are not affected or something. We are ourselves in front of this business. So we believe the most in this business, and we want to inspire not only our team members, but also our clients, our traders, that it's possible to succeed in this business.
Thank you so much. انا سالت إليمار طبعا ايه الاوبريشن بتتم ازاي جوه تريدنج بيت علشان في النهايه نوصل لمرحله ان احنا يبقى عندنا سموث اوبريشن، وايه فريق العمل. مبدئيا زي ما هو قال، احنا عباره عن ناس موجوده فيزيكال، زي انا واحد منهم، بنسيرف كل الدول، زي الوطن العربي، زي امريكا، زي اسيا، زي جيرمان، زي المانيا، زي اسبانيا، ايطالي. فاحنا فيزيكال موجودين. الموضوع مش بيتم فيرتشوال، لا، في ناس موجوده على ارض الواقع، في فريق وراها علشان فعلا نقدم السيرفيس على قد ما نقدر للفريق ده. تاني شيء في الاوبريشن، احنا عندنا على مدار الوقت بنوفر كل البيمنت سوليوشن، وشغالين على اضافه المزيد دايما علشان نتاكد. طبعا ورا الموضوع البيمنت في فريق حسابات قوي، كل فكره وكل مجهوده ان هو على قد ما نقدر نعجل من كل الاوبريشن الخاصه بالعمليات. عندنا طبعا فريق متخصص بالاوبريشن علشان يتاكد ان كل شيء كسيستم وكتكنولوجي بتتم على ادق صوره. عندنا فريق الماركتينج اللي دوره اهم شيء في الكيان ده كله، ان احنا نقدر نوصل الصوره بشكل صحيح ونقدر نوصل المعلومه كامله. احنا زي ما بتشوفوا بنوفر ادوات تعليميه، ويبينارز، حتى طرق التسجيل على الموقع وازاي تسجل، لدرجه ان احنا بنوفر كل شيء باللغه الام الخاصه بكل دوله. بلس ذلك هو بيأكد ان في كابيتال، في راس مال قوي جدا، في اداره ناس مختصه وقسم مختص باداره المخاطر واداره الاصول، علشان الوضع المالي معمول للشركه ان هو يفضل على اللونج تيرم او الفترات الطويله. I have a question now, so maybe Chris interested to answer that, because we receive a lot of questions talking about how trading pit handle risk and maintain its financial health, because people start to know well about this business module. Maybe they hear about ProFirm, but they get interfere when we expand it in Arabic language. So a lot of people happy about this firm, but a lot of people want to understand how we handle the risk to maintain our company in financial health.
Okay. Okay. So basically the revenue streams, basically how we make money, where we risk money, and basically how we basically balance the risk to the income in essence. Okay. So I think we follow, so first of all, we follow a long-term business plan. So the business, what we are creating is not a short-term get rich quick operation. The contrary is the case. We really believe in the long-term potential of the business. So how does our business, or how is our business structured? This is honestly quite simple. We make right now money in terms in three, I think in three items or three parts of the business. The first part is for sure there is a sign-up fee. It's a sign-up fee to provide our service. So it's not really that we make a lot of money on that, but on the other hand, it's really basically that we learn about the trader, how the trader is really trading. Is he a full risk taker? Is he basically a guy who can manage risk? Is he profitable managing risk? Then the second part is, I would say, the live trading part. Okay, when somebody is basically becoming a trader and he's trading for us, then it basically happens that that we have traders who fail as well. So we risk money, we lose money, and then we have traders who make money. The longer we can keep the trader, the better it is for us, because these guys will make more money, and the more traders we get, the more profitable this part of the business will become. So until now, this is I would say a little bit even business, to be honest, on the live trading part, because we get a lot of people in the funding. People lose, some people win, and basically what happens is that we have people making money, we get the profit share, our part of the profit share, and for sure we have people also losing. So for us, this is still I would say even a small loss-making part of the business until now. But the long-term vision here is that we get more and more traders, and these gains of these traders will outweigh the losses what we face in the live trading part. The third part where we make money is, to be honest, on brokerage kickbacks. And this is quite significant, to be honest, because our traders are pretty active. And this is a normal part of our business, that basically we're getting some rebates from our brokerages we work with. So we want to offer really good trading conditions, but because of the volume what we're making or what our traders are doing, we're getting in essence volume rebates, and these rebates are being calculated once per month, and this is a part of how we can also manage the risk, and that's the third part. And then the fourth part, and this is something we haven't talked about yet, Illimar mentioned it a little bit, this was the kind of the hedge fund part. So we basically, our business consists, let's say right now, out of 3 stages for the trader. The challenge demo, this is a demo environment where we basically look at the trader, how the trader work, how he basically trades. The funding environment where the trader can earn money, he can make money, we make money. So if the trader makes money, we make money. If he loses, we lose. And then the third part, if this trader is really, really excellent, if he's the one of, let's say, 500 or one of 5,000, probably even, we will basically fund a certificate, a hedge fund like certificate, and we will put 1 million in there. Okay. So, and we have done this now once. We have one certificate right now out there, and a group of traders out of Germany are trading this certificate. And this basically completes the trader journey. And this also completes our revenue stream for now. Okay. So the fourth part is where we intend to make money is on the hedge fund part, where we basically are an investor as well, and yeah, been getting hopefully participating in the gains of these certificates. Plus, on management fees, for example.
Chris, can I ask you a question because to make it more clear to our attendance? So when we are talking about hedge funds, so it means for the traders who pass or reach the level 10 at our scaling plan, or
the reality is that we learn about the traders a lot. Okay, the reality is when you are in the demo phase, in the challenge, we learn a little bit about you. We learn how you react under stress. We learn how you react if you're negative. We learn how you basically trade when you're, let's say, up, when your account is up. Excuse me. So we learn a little bit about you. But it becomes really, really interesting for us when you are, especially when you are in the earning phase, when you are in the funding, because here we're talking about real basically the opportunity to earn money. We're talking about risk, and basically there is for sure a different basically approach to the market when you basically can make money. So yeah, so basically this is basically when it becomes very interesting for us. So sorry, my son. So in that part, basically we learn a lot, and yeah, and that's basically. Sorry, I lost it.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
So I will translate to them now. So
Youssef, I just want to add something, but please translate first because Christoph said a lot of good points. So yeah, and then I will add something.
Okay, no worries. احنا طبعا بنتكلم ان البيزنس مبدئيا خلينا نتفق ان في ضخ كابيتال او راس مال لان هو بيزنس معمول على اللونج تيرم. اول شيء في البيزنس بيبدا بمرحله التشالنج واللي بيكون فيها عباره عن فيز بتدفع، والفيز عشان في ناس بتسال طب انتوا ليه بتاخدوا فيز؟ لان احنا ما نقدرش نسيب الموضوع مفتوح، لان كل شخص اللي فاهم او اللي مش فاهم هيدخل يسجل، وده هيبقى شيء كارثي على سيرفرات الشركه، وده الكونسبت الاساسي. فهو الموضوع اول حاجه هو اثبات جديه الشخص اللي داخل. فاول بروسيس بتتم ان انا بسكيور ماي بارت، ان انا باتراكت الناس فعلا السيريس. تاني مرحله بتبقى اللي هي المرحله اللي بتيجي بعد التشالنج، وهي المرحله اللي بيكون فيها التداول في مرحله التوسع براس المال، اللي هي ات ذا اند لما بيحصل فيها ارباح. احنا كشركه في نفس الوقت بيحصل ان احنا بيكون في لينا نصيب من الارباح. فبالتالي انا بقدر بعد المستوى الاول في مرحله خطه التوسع براس المال اللي تم اثبات فيها جديه الشخص اللي دخل وعدى الاختبار، وانا سكيورد جزء من خسائري لا قدر الله لو العميل خسر في المستوى واحد، ان انا اقدر ارد له الرسوم لو عدى المستوى الاول، لان انا دلوقتي الريسك بتاعي قل. لكن لا قدر الله لو خسر في المرحله اللي فيها الحساب الممول، فانا بقلل الريسك بتاعي بالفيز اللي اتدفعت في اول الموضوع خالص، لان انا بيكون عندي خساره. طبعا احنا كل ما بنعدي مراحل كل ما الشير بروفيت بتاعي انا كشركه بيزيد، كل ما ببقى واقف على ارض صلبه، كل ما بيبقى عندي القدره ان انا اوسع البيزنس بتاعي اكبر، اعمل تسهيلات اكبر ممكن في المرحله الخاصه بينا، لان احنا الموضوع مش بيبدا مره واحده. لو الناس فاكره احنا ما بداناش بكل المزايا الموجوده حاليا من اول موضوع، لان البيزنس بيتم ستيب باي ستيب، عشان مهم جدا في الموضوع هو الريسك مانجمنت. ثالث شيء اللي احنا البروكرز اللي شغالين معاها بيبقى لينا نسبه من الارباح، بالتالي فده برضو جزء من اللي بيخليني عندي القدره الماليه. واخيرا هو موضوع اداره الاصول، لان احنا مع الوقت المتداول بنقدر نعرف من مرحله التحدي الى ان كل ما بيتدرج في المستويات، المتداول ده هو عنده السيكولوجيه الكفايه ان تخليه متداول مستقر. فبالتالي انا بحطه في بيئه خاصه بالشركه، بقدر استفاد من اشاراته في اصول خاصه بي انا، فبالتالي بماكسمايز البروفيت، فبالتالي كل مدى بتوسع وببقى كشركه الستيبل اكتر، راس مالها بيزيد مع الوقت. I translated what Chris answered, and I know Illimar that you want to add some topics.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one thing as well, that I actually I'm wondering that in Arabic, by the way, it's very beautiful language, but you actually use a lot of English words like risk management and
yes, I say risk management, then I added what it means in Arabic.
And then I wrote down that you use a lot of word marhaba. I don't know what this means.
Marhaba, welcome. We are greetings our
Okay,
attendees.
okay. So I learned one new word as well in Radecker. But long story short, what I want to add to what Christoph said earlier is that our long-term vision here is to be able to get to the point where we have hundreds and hundreds of good traders, and where we are not only ourselves investing, but where we also attract outside investors. And a lot of people don't know this, but we have even today we have like large hedge funds approaching us and asking, okay guys, do you have like a good portfolio of traders that they can invest in? And we are talking not like a few $1 million, we are talking about hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that people want to invest. So what our objective is to get a lot of good traders and be able to build investment funds on top of these traders that the institutional investors can also invest.
Yes. So here is the main point which people are waiting actually you to know about what happened at the back office. So you want to tell people clear that yes, we are funded people, but at the other side, we are working on growing our business, so we can attract big investors to invest their money as hedge funds or as capital or portfolio that we are handle or we are working in it, like for banks or like stock companies or something like that, right?
Marhaba. Yes, bravo. So that's exactly the point. So you know that there are these like conventional prop trading firms that you go physically, you fly to London and they have like 20 people in the class and then they teach everybody like in 6 months and then only one guy like succeeds. So but the cycle is very long and they can only like capture very minimum number of traders. What we are doing here is we are capturing talented traders across the globe at scale, so at huge scale. And because we have this capability, automatic risk management systems and operations as well, that we can do it at scale, we fundamentally believe that like 2-3 years from now, we will have hundreds and hundreds of good traders that we can package together into, let's say, certificates of, let's say we have 100 good traders of stocks, like stock traders. And then if we package these 100 traders under investment fund umbrella, then this becomes very, very attractive for institutional investors. Very, very attractive. If you give them just one trader that is successful, they will not want to invest because, you know, with one trader, you always have this risk that he goes at home today, his dog gets hit by a bus, or his wife is having coffee with his neighbor or something, and something psychologically changes in his head, and then next day he starts losing. So one trader is not attractive. If you have 100 traders that have all talent, then this becomes very, very attractive for large institutional investors. And this is what we eventually want to get here, that we take all the traders, we push them through the risk management system, we teach them, we educate them how important is risk management, we show them different strategies, different trading style of successful traders. And then at the end of this tube, we get like a class of really talented, professional, successful traders that we start to repackage to provide access to these strategies for institutional investors, perhaps also retail investors, etc. Because yeah, that's the plan, you know. Marhaba.
So we can say clear that a prop firm, as a one of prop firm companies, that now we have a community, or we have a clear information to investors, so they are waiting for such business to know which prop firm really have stable traders. I mean that there is investors actually look to our progress, right?
So to be very clear, good traders are not only in the banks. We're talking about finding really talented and disciplined traders. If we have 10 per month who are really, really good, we are investing into them. We are putting into our capital, but we also have further companies, further funds, hedge funds with billion under management. They want to invest into this. Okay, it's about finding people who are good in, who are really excellent. That's basically, I would say, the last step of our trader journey.
Okay, thank you. أنا هضيف دلوقتي اللي إليمار قاله واللي حب يوضحه بناء على آخر حاجة قلتها على إدارة الأصول، إن البيزنس مديول ده في ناس على الجهة التانية اللي هم كبار المستثمرين، لأن إحنا بنتكلم مش في ملايين الدولارات، بنتكلم في مليارات الدولارات. الناس دي بتبقى مستنية النتائج او الاوتكم الشركه. طبعا هم مش بيروحوا يتوجهوا لاي شركه عشان يدوروا اصولهم، لا هم بيروحوا طبعا للشركات اللي ليها مرجعيه، اللي معروف مين الاداره بتاعتها، اللي معروف الهيستوري او الماضي او الاعمال الانجازات السابقه ليهم، وبيشوف عنده ايه قصص النجاح. والناس دي مش بتحب ان هي تشتغل، لان لو حد فكر طب ما ممكن متداول واحد كفايه، لا الناس دي مؤمنه ان لازم يبقى في عدد من المتداولين، لان كل ما بيبقى في عدد من المهره كل ما يكون اداره المخاطر افضل، لان الموضوع كله بيتم بالنهايه ان بيحصل توليفه من ان الشركه بتجمع اوتوماتيك افضل النتائج، وبيتحطوا تحت امبريلا واحده او تحت مجموعه واحده، بناء عليه المجموعه دي هي اللي بتوجه واللي الشركه بتستفاد منها في اداره الاصول للمستثمرين. بناء على ده هو ده اللي بيكون السبب وراء ان المديول بتاع البيزنس ينجح ويفضل مستمر على اللونج ران، لان الموضوع كله قايم برضو على ان احنا نكتسب المهارات ونساعد على تطوير مهاراتهم، نساعد على تصحيح اخطائهم، وات ذا اند دايما بيبقى فيه فلتره للافضل علشان موضوع اداره الاصول ده. I translated and thank you so much for highlight this point, because actually a lot of traders when know about our firm, they want to understand how it's going to be. So it was great to highlight that.
Mustafa, can I just add one extra point?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so what we just shared with our audience is actually now will help you understand like why we are so like transparent in terms of our business, like why we have our like names, photos, information about us available on the website, because it's not like these traders have to, like really talented traders have to sell themselves to us. It's also that we have to sell ourselves to these talented traders, because they get approached all the time with like all sorts of various people. So they have to believe in us as well. They have to be trust us. They have to believe in us and be sure that we can actually deliver what they are expecting from us. That if they are successful, that there is actually capital that is going to be invested. So we want them to feel confident to work with us. And then on the other side, when we talk already about institutional investors, we want them also to understand who are the people behind these companies, because there are like 400 million different prop firms out there right now. I think in every village in Egypt and in Turkey and I think in Iceland as well. I'm in Iceland right now. In every village there is one prop firm already. So you have to differentiate, and these institutional investors, when they look at us, they see that what is our background, that we have built already successful businesses. We have managed hedge funds, brokers firm, etc. It builds trust. And this is like a fundamental cornerstone of our business, to be transparent, to be visible, to let our partners, our traders know who we are, where we come from, and what we want to achieve here. So it's ultimate transparency what we are having here.
Great. And I will add it to finalize this point. I will add it that confidence brings comfort, and the traders always need to feel comfort. So psychological, one of main important points, that trader feel comfort, that feel he will do a lot of hard work, and he will give us some of his experience, and at the end he will not lose the time. He will gain his profit. His profit will be in safe side. So I will add that. طيب إليمار دلوقتي بيقول ان اهم شيء في الموضوع كمان لازم الناس تعرفه، ان كل يوم بيبقى في كل بلد في شركة فعلا تمويل بتطلع. بس خلينا نقول ان في كتير جدا، ولكن لما بيكون شركة قوية وراءها إدارة قوية وراءها كابيتال محترم، دي الشركة اللي بتظهر وتبان بسرعة، لأن هي عندها القدرة ان هي تطلع بسرعة وتكبر بسرعة. تاني شيء، احنا واضحين وموجودين في كل مكان. احنا بنحط حسابات لينكد الخاص بينا، حسابات السوشيال الخاص بينا كلها، بنطلع ويبينار بنفسنا، كل ده علشان نبني وندي الثقة ان الناس تبقى مرتاحة. فبناء على الثقة اللي هتحصل دي، وبناء على الهيستوري، وبناء على يعني ما وراء المؤسسين اللي انا بقدمهم لكم النهارده، فالمتداول لما يحس بالطمأنينة، لما يعرف ات ذا اند، مهما لو حصل من اخفاقات او اي شيء في النص، لكن ات ذا اند هو عارف هو بيتعامل مع مين. فهو الموضوع مش انت برضو بتديك خبرتك بس، لكن احنا بنبذل كل مجهودنا عشان نعرفك ان في ناس موجوده، وناس فعلا موجوده على ارض الواقع ووراك. I want to go to point maybe we highlighted, but maybe Chris can help us, because as you mentioned, Illimar, that he has a lot of experience about futures, about the trading field. So can you give advice, or can you tell our followers what they have to find on their experience or capabilities, what we need from them to join us? Yani, what is your advice so people know if they can join or not?
Okay. So I believe they should join for two reasons. First of all, I think it is a very good experience in basically working with us, because we basically force them to be disciplined. Okay, if they succeed, and I hope that they will succeed, or if they fail, they will have a benefit. That's I would say, I think, a very good reason to basically work with us. And the other reason is that we are truly professionals, to be honest. I mean, we are really here to help you grow. And in essence, I believe that especially us providing the capital will basically have let's say one major impact on your life as a trader, but as a human being as well. So we get rid of the real financial risk. We get rid of the psychological risk, and we also get rid of the time pressure what you have when you're trading your own funds, because we as a prop firm, we can give you way more capital, and because we give you way more capital, you're not forced to leverage so much. So you can basically trade with less leverage, with better risk management, in a more disciplined way with us. And in essence, it will mean over time more money, less stress, better work-life balance, and I think a better future as a trader. Last reason, I believe, is that we can, if you're successful, we provide you with so much opportunity, with way more capital, that it outgrows your, basically, if you would trade your own money. So the opportunity with us is way better to trade with us instead of trading your own funds. And this is very significant. So this is very important to understand. So less stress, better opportunity, and basically no risk. That's basically what I think is the most important items with us.
Good, thank you. كريستوف دلوقتي بيقول 3 حاجات مهمين جدا. اول حاجه ان انت تبقى فعلا عارف ان انت نفسيا هتقدر تسيطر على نفسيتك وانت بتتداول، لان اكتر المشاكل اللي بيقع فيها المتداولين هو الموضوع النفسي. والموضوع النفسي مع شركات التمويل ممكن يكون قليل شويه، مش زي ما تكون بتشتغل براس مالك، لان جزء كبير من العامل النفسي والهلع اللي بيدخل فيه المتداول ان هو بيشتغل بامواله، فبيبقى خايف دايما يخسر امواله. تاني شيء ان هو يبقى فاهم وعارف جدا يعني ايه اداره المخاطر، وقادر ان هو يحط لنفسه خطة قبل ما يدخل يشتغل، ويبقى عارف ومحدد ازاي هيدير المخاطر بناء على المعطيات اللي احنا مدينها، كذا التراجع اليومي والحد الاقصى للتراجع والقواعد اللي احنا مدينها. فلازم يبقى فاهم كويس جدا هو داخل على ايه وازاي هيدير المخاطر. واخر شيء هو لازم يبقى فاهم ان بيبقى فيه تايم بريشر او ضغط في الوقت، لان هو طبعا انت المجهود والوقت اللي انت بتديه في التداول ده فهو شيء احنا بنقدره، شيء فعلا احنا فاهمين مدى يعني ايه ان انت بتحط ضغط مجهود ووقت. فلازم تبقى انت نفسك وانت داخل مع شركة التمويل عارف ان انت محتاج الوقت الكفاية، محتاج انك تبقى حاطط خطة علشان انت لما بتتداول مع البروكر او مع الشركات اللي انت بتشتغل فيها براس مالك، فانت طول الوقت انت بتجري بسرعه عشان تضخم راس مالك. انا مش عايز منك ده، لان ات ذا اند انت هتاخد محفظه كويسه، ولكن محتاج منك ان يبقى في شويه صبر والوقت اللي انت هتستثمره في الموضوع ده. فدي من اهم الحاجات اللي انا شايفها فعلا هو لخص المواضيع كلها. Thank you so much, Chris, for highlighting most 3 points. And I want to ask Illimar now how Trading Pit evaluate trader performance, and how does a path of growth like within a firm? The question is clear, or you want to make it more clear?
No, it's quite clear. I mean, for us, like the most important thing what we have here, what we look is risk, and how the trader is managing the risk. Because we know that there are like from pure like trading perspective, from idea perspective, there are a lot of like good traders out there that in general like have good ideas and stuff. But in terms of risk management, they are not able to manage the risk properly. And that's why we have also like all these risk management like parameters in place to make sure that the limits are not like when they are hit that we cover our kind of risks as well. So I would say like risk management is very important. It's also like very important that we see some consistency in the trading, that we don't really want to, we're not looking for traders that come in and with one trade or with few trades are making all the money and then and that's it, you know, because sometimes, you know, you are just lucky with 1 or 2 trades. So the more trades we see, the more confident we are in the trader's capability to actually manage funds successfully, and we are also able to assess whether he actually has a good strategy. Because, you know, some people just, you know, make like these bets that before the news or after news, and sometimes they are just lucky, you know. So consistency is very important for us. And in general, what I've seen in my career is that the most successful traders are those that are able to focus on like a few asset classes. So because if you trade gold, you know, there are certain specifics there are like news, there is economic, political like situation that affects this. So you are not, my assumption is always that you are not able to trade all the various asset classes in the world simultaneously. So it's not possible to trade like simultaneously like stocks successfully, futures successfully, options, and all other like asset classes. So generally like people should focus on some asset classes. So yeah, risk management, consistency, focus on trading, and these are like the most important like aspects that we are looking at.
One more. I have one more.
Yeah, please add.
Yes, sure.
It's that you really want to become a successful trader and you treat trading like a business. You know, this is really it, you know, because again, we are here for the long term and we hope that you are as well. So that's the reason why we are looking for a long-term relationship and that you see the opportunity as a business opportunity with us. That's basically, sorry, my last point.
Thank you. طيب
Youssef, I would add just one thing. is that like one of the values that the trading pit offers for anybody out there, like who wants to build a career in trading, is that through our system, anybody out there, we have like a lot of like attendees today as well. Any one of these attendees in quite fast way is able to get to an understanding whether he is talented, whether he has potential, and whether he can succeed in trading. So that's the benefit of the trading pit, that we are able to give also to the trader the feedback, like where he needs to improve. It's yes. Not that we expect that all the traders that come in today, that they are like 100% perfect, they know everything. It's also that through our partnership with these traders, they actually become better all the time.
Yes, yes.
And they learn discipline. I would say that having discipline is one of the most important aspects in trading. And the risk, let's say the risk environment where we control the risk, this itself helps to become more disciplined in trading, because your brain, when you go to the bowling alley and you throw a ball, I like always to bring this example. Then when you have this like risk, these walls, or like this, I don't know how they are called in English, like
bowling barriers.
The barriers help you to become better, because you look at the barriers and you want to avoid them. The same thing happens in trading, that the trader, when they know that there are risk barriers in place, his mind starts thinking that, okay, I need to avoid hitting these barriers.
Yes.
And hence, by this process itself, he changes like the perspective in his brain, actually, like how he trades, like what he thinks, what position does he take, how he scales in, how he scales out, like all of this. It helps the trader to become better. So
yes,
yeah.
And I can confirm what you say because I have really many feedbacks and many of them people can see from our YouTube, the Trading Pit. They can see the life with such traders. They say very grateful and thanks to Trading Pit, because really we know our mistakes and we corrected it. So that is the main point. Yes. اوكي، انا دلوقتي اقدر اقول لكم ان اهم نقطه احنا بنقيم فيها المتداولين اللي بيشتغلوا معانا وبيدخلوا، هي اهم نقطه هي قدرتك على اداره المخاطر. دي اهم حاجه احنا بنبص ليها، لان كل اخطاء المتداولين بتحصل بسبب ان هم مش عارفين يديروا مخاطرهم ومش مستوعبين مدى اهميه اداره المخاطر. الشيء الثاني ان احنا بنقيم المتداول من الاداء الثابت، لان انت ممكن فجأة في خلال شهرين ثلاثة توصل رصيدك من 10,000 مثلا أو من 1000 توصله 10,000، وفجأة في صفقة واحدة تخسر كل فلوسك. فمهم جدا إن احنا بنقيم المتداولين إن هو بيبقى أداؤه ثابت. احنا محتاجين الكيرف دايما طالع، ما يبقاش فيه منحنيات، لأن معنى إن أنت بيحصل لك دروب وبعدين تقوم إن أنت مش عارف تحط نفسك على الطريق الصحيح. الشيء الثالث المهم جدا اللي احنا عايزين نقوله، ان بناء على تقييم المتداول احنا عايزين نوصل لمرحله ان احنا نعرف المتداول ان احنا بنبني بيننا وبينه تعامل طويل المدى، لان احنا مش عايزين الشخص اللي هو اتعود دايما ان هو يخسر فلوسه ويرجع يعمل ايداع تاني ويرجع يخسر ويفضل ماشي في الدايره دي. لا، احنا عايزين شخص هو عارف بيعمل ايه او صحح اخطائه معانا، فبناء عليه بيبني بيننا وبينه فتره طويله من التعامل. لان احنا مع الوقت المحفظه طبعا بتتدرج من خلال خطه التوسع الى ان يوصل للمستوى الاخير اللي المحفظه بتفضل تحت ايديه. فمع الوقت، مع بناء الفتره الطويله من التعامل اللي بيننا وبين المتداول، هو خلاص هو مع الوقت اصلا عرف اخطائه، حط ايده عليها. والنقطه الاخيره اللي إليمار قالها، الا وهي انت كل ما بيتحط لك حواجز وكل ما بيتحط لك قواعد، هي دي فعلا اللي بتصحح لك اخطائك وتمشيك على الطريق الصحيح. Okay. Many questions we have, especially with people familiar with prop firms, asking what is the advantage which trading pit can offer me so I can join you? So Chris, okay.
All right. Okay. So overall, I think that we have to have. Okay. So overall, I think there are various differences between us and other companies. First of all, it's a transparency. You want to know who you're doing business with. Okay. So if there are 50 companies out there, I'm promising you on 45 or 47, you don't know what people are behind the company. Okay. Yes. So most of them, because we know this, are 2 or 3 people companies. Okay. So they are basically playing a game, but it's not a prop firm. Okay. So running a prop firm is difficult. Maintaining and servicing the clients is the traders is also not easy. And in essence, what happens is that over time, it becomes more and more work, which also you have to support and be able to also finance the growth. And first of all, this is, I think, the first item. And in addition to that, I think it's I would say the fairness, because I think that we are truly fair. We don't have a conflict of interest. And when it comes down to our product stands out. And I will be very clear about that. Our products are designed that traders with talent to manage risk, but also to make profits, are able to succeed. In our challenges, we do not, I would say, out of 10 products, for 9, we don't have a trailing stop. Okay. So this is very, very important, because the question, I saw it in the questions, why we are, let's say, one product is a little bit higher in price than others, because we don't have a trailing stop in the challenge. So I don't basically have in mind to kick everybody out of the challenge. No, we want that people who have talent, who are able to make money, are not basically falling out of the challenge because of the trailing stop. No. Basically, our product is designed differently in the way that a lot of people can make it through. And this is, I would say, the biggest advantage you have with the trading pit, that our product is designed that you have a very good opportunity to come into the earning phase and then to make money. And I think this is a major point. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. كريستوف بيقول إن في كتير جدا من شركات التمويل، وخلينا نقول إن الأغلب يعني معروف منهم 3 أو 4، لكن الأغلب منهم بيبقى الموضوع وراه جيمز. الموضوع إدارة الشركات التمويل هو مش شيء سهل جدا. ده بيزنس مديول أو صناعة علشان تستمر الشركة وتفضل بتحقق أرباح وتقدر تمول الناس، وما يبقاش فيه تريكس في النص. لأن كتير جدا بيجيلي من غير ذكر أسماء إن في تريكس بتحصل أثناء عمليات سحب الأرباح وما بتبقاش رولز واضحة. فمهم جدا الناس تبقى عارفة. ممكن ما يبقاش الشركة عندها كل شيء كويس، ولكن ده علشان احنا اتبنت الشركة للاستمرار. فلازم الناس تعرف تفرق بين شركة مبنية للاستمرار علشان هي مركزة أكتر على إدارة المخاطر، وشركات ممكن حاجات مش لوجيك بتحصل ولكن وراها بيبقى فيه متاعب. هو أثار نقطة على موضوع التريلينج اللي هي موجودة منلي في الإكزيكتيف والفي آي بي، لأن احنا التحديات الاثنين التانيين علشان الناس بتبقى الأغلب الناس اللي بتدخل تارجت الكلام ده ما بتبقاش فاهمة قوي، فبنحاول نعرفهم ونصحح مفاهيم إدارة المخاطر عندهم. لكن في التحديين الأخرين اللي أنا قلت عليهم منلي احنا مش عاملين الموضوع ده، لأن احنا عارفين الناس اللي بتبقى داخلة منلي التحديات دي هي ناس داخلة عارفة من الأول هي فاهمة إيه، فإحنا بنبقى موفرين لهم المناخ في التحديين دول بالذات، بلس إن التحدي مرحلة واحدة اللي يبقى أدفانتج بالنسبة له إنه يقدر يعدي الموضوع طبعا مش عايزين نقول بسهولة، ولكن احنا بنبقى متعشمين ان الشخص اللي داخل النوعين دول بالذات هو فاهم يبقى عامل ايه. فبالتالي بنوفر السهولة على قد ما نقدر، لان قد زي برضو احنا عايزين الشخص بعد ما يجتاز الموضوع الاختبار بنبقى عايزين اكتر شخص هو فاهم عارف بيعمل ايه، لان الخسارة هتترجم لي لخسارة حقيقية. اوكي إليمار.
I just wanted to add
okay.
one thing that
Sure.
why this transparency is very important because our aim here is to get access to good traders, talented traders, good strategies, and there's value behind this. So somebody that is successful in trading, he or she has probably worked many years to develop this strategy, to educate himself, train, and learn a lot of stuff. And effectively, when somebody trades with prop firms, the prop firm sees his trades. So effectively, the trader is exposing his intellectual property that he has invested into many years to a prop firm. So in that sense, it's very important to have trust between the trader and the prop firm, to know who is behind this prop trading firm, because I mean, you are exposing your intellectual property to the prop firm. Okay. And that's why we are also like very transparent. We want our traders to know that we are people with background, with experience, and we take this business extremely seriously. It's not that we are running, some sort of game here, that we have just one website, one person working for us in North Korea, and then we just wait when we make a lot of money. It's not like this, at least with us. We take it very seriously.
اوكي ثانك يو. إليمار حب يضيف ان اهم شيء الشركه مبنيه عليه هو الشفافيه، هو ان الناس تبقى عارفه مين فريق العمل، تبقى عارفه مين في كل منطقه بيمثل ايه، يعني مين الشخص اللي في الوطن العربي، مين الشخص اللي في المانيا، مين الشخص الموضوع مش هو بيقول مش مجرد ويب سايت اتعمل وفي شخص او اتنين بيدروه علشان نحقق ارباحه بس. هو الموضوع كله ان زي ما الشخص المتداول دخل ووثق في الشركه، فاحنا ما وراء في الباك جراوند او في الباك اوفيس في فريق عمل فعلا اتعمل علشان يسهل الموضوع، يقدم التكنولوجيا اللي المتداول مستنيها، ويبقى دايما موجود الناس لو وقع المتداول في اي مشكله هو يبقى عارف انه هيلاقي حد بيرد عليه وبيتعامل معاه ويفهمه، لان جزء كبير جدا الناس للاسف بتعاني منه لما تبقى انت عايز تفهم انا غلطت في ايه ومش لاقي حد يرد عليك ويقول لك ايه المشكله. زي انت ممكن تكون في عندك كونفيوجن او متلخبط، انا ليه حصل ده معايا، بس لما حد يوضح لك انت على الاقل جواك تحس بالسكينه وترتاح. اوكي إليمار, the question now, do we have any something exciting or enhancement or a change as a trading pit? So can we tell our attendants or our followers which will listen to our video that something maybe happen new, motivated them, make them exciting?
I mean, I just wanted to answer this, that we have all the time something exciting happening. So we are all the time improving our challenges. But what I wanted to add is that so what we are working very actively right now is to be able to also offer like stocks, options, and cryptos, and these are asset classes that maybe seem it's easy, but it's actually very difficult to add these products, because most of them are exchange traded. There is complexity associated with that. So these are like the areas where we are mostly working right now. We also work in the area of having our own trading platform. So that's something in process that we are working with. And
you surprised me actually.
Yeah, these are the most like bigger projects that we are working. Something that I wanted to add here as well is that we mostly build our technology ourselves. So we don't rely a lot on outside like technologies. So we build mostly everything inside internally. And this also like gives a perspective to the audience that we build this stuff for very long term. Like we are not short term here. So and so I would also add that something that is probably exciting is that we are constantly expanding our network globally. So it means that pretty much in 1 or 2 years, we will have somebody physically being able to represent us in almost all of the major like global markets. So that's this network of like local representatives, affiliates is something that we are constantly expanding on and building this. So to be honest, I'm really struggling to give any more because like there's all the time something happening at the trading pit, and we do all of this to actually provide a better service for our clients. Chris, do you want to add anything here?
Well, the asset classes, to be honest, I mean, there's two main things, both I think Illimar mentioned.
Yes.
Asset classes to basically expand that. This is something we've planned basically from day one. And then I would say the challenges per se. For us, the more traders we meet, the easier and better it is because we learn more about basically the skills. Because I mean, me as a trader, I'm different than than every other trader, and everybody else is also different than me. So it's hard we need basically more data to learn about the risk. The more data we have, the better the risk we can understand, and the better I believe the experience is for the traders. So when I look at our product, to be honest, from day one, we've enhanced it dramatically. In the beginning, we were really conservative because, I mean, I was just basically thinking about myself and my skills and my experience, and we've basically enhanced this dramatically. This is the second item. So we've now, and I just want to mention this again, we've in all our challenges, we don't have any trailing stops anymore except the light, I believe. But other than that, there's no trail stop. So it's static stops, which is a dramatic difference to everybody else in the industry. So when I look at our challenges, I believe I really am convinced that these are the best in the world. So if you want to, and if you think that you've got talent, I think you will succeed with us. Will you succeed in the scaling plan then until level 10? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that you have a very high possibility to make it through the challenge. And this is the reason why I think we are a very good company. And the third item we are working on constantly is really the experience for the traders. I mean, we are not perfect. So we have to work basically constantly in order to enhance the journey for our visitors of our website and for our traders working with us, the dashboards. We basically want to bring out an app, for example. This doesn't happen overnight because, again, our people are working really a lot. But we have a lot of ideas and we become better every day, and we want to become better every day. That's basically what we do.
Okay, so the most happy here that me personally when I hear that, because many people ask about crypto and stocks. So the project is still on process. So I can confirm to them, even and the second one, which we are working on, do our platform. So I will confirm that to them that we are working on that, right?
Yeah, we are working on that dramatically, and we are fighting on it dramatically as well, because it's not easy, but yeah.
اوكي طيب هو إليمار وكريستوف اكدوا على ان لان في ناس كتير جدا سعيده وبتسال على الكريبتو والستوكس. احنا فعلا الموضوع مش هيبقى سي اف دي او عقود مقابل فروقات، لا هيبقى زي فيوتشر كريبتو سبوت وستوك سبوت. البروجكت شغالين معاه، بس التكنولوجيا عشان ندمج الكريبتو والستوك ويبقى فيه مربوطين، لان الموضوع بيتم كالتالي: انت بيبقى عندك المنصه بتاعت الشركه اللي بتزودنا بالبلاتفورم اللي بتدينا الادوات الماليه زي الميتا تريدر او زي الفيوتشرز ريسميك. احنا لازم بندمج البلاتفورم دي مع كل شيء يخصنا، مع كل التكنولوجيا. فالموضوع كمان في الكريبتو والستوك معقد شويه، الموضوع مساله وقت بسبب التكنولوجي. الحاجه الثانيه اللي انا لسه شخصيا سمعتها دلوقتي وسعيد بيها جدا، ان احنا بنشتغل على احنا نبني بلاتفورم خاصه بتريدنج بيت. والشيء برضو إليمار اللي حب يأكد عليه، ان احنا التكنولوجي اللي مبنيه عليها الشركه، كل شيء، الانترفيس والويب سايت وكل شيء، احنا مش واخدين سيرد بارتز او ما فيش حد بيمدنا بالتكنولوجيا. لان مهم جدا الناس اللي معانا تبقى عارفه ان كل التكنولوجي احنا قائمين عليها. وده للناس اللي داخله في مجال التكنولوجيا وعارفه يعني ايه الشركه نفسها هي اللي تبقى بروفايدنج تكنولوجي، تبقى فاهمه ان ده بيبقى اكتر ستيبل. لان انت لما بيكون انت مش عندك طرف ثالث بتاخد منه ما يخص السيرفرات بتاعتك والويب سايت وكذا، فانت بتبقى ستيبل اكتر، ما بتبقاش محطوط تحت ضغط ان اي جزء من الطرف الثالث يتحط معاه في مشكله. كريستوف برضو حب يأكد ان احنا شغالين طول الوقت على الداشبورد، على مناطق اللي العملاء بيستفادوا بيها في ان هو يدخل على المنصات بتاعتهم. كل شويه في تطوير بيحصل، علشان يعني النهارده مثلا في ايميل اتبعت على او هيتبعت، انا اسف، على تحسينات بتحصل في الداشبورد على اللوجن اريا، ان احنا دايما حريصين ان الحاجات دي تبقى موجوده بكل لغه، علشان الواجهه كل ما بتبقى متطوره واسهل كل ده بيوفر وبيدي تجربة عصرية أكتر للشخص اللي بيشتغل. فإحنا دايما طول الوقت شغالين على الموضوع ده. أوكي.
Youssef, I'm very
yes.
sorry, Youssef, I just have to say I will have to run in 5 minutes, okay? Because I have the next
Okay,
meeting.
I can say quickly, how can you see the future of the prop trading? Because many know that forex or brokers existing since a long time, but prop trading is a new for them. So how you can see the future of the prop trading firm?
I believe that prop trading is the better solution for traders and for people who want to explore trading. Less risk, better opportunity, and professionals at your side who are really aligned with you. And that's just the honest truth, at least with the trading pit.
Okay.
Yeah, I would add here is that I think when we look at the prop trading industry itself today, then I think what the future will be, there will be a lot of like consolidation in the industry, because a lot of the firms that are offering these prop trading services today, they are run by people in a way that this industry should not have this firm like here. So a lot of like mistrust is in the industry, and not a lot of reliability, etc. So I think over the next few years there will be consolidation. There will be, let's say, 20 to 30 global firms operating in this business. I also believe that this industry will see more regulation from the regulators. And this is actually good. I view it as a good sign. And I agree with Chris that trading itself is very, very risky. And in the trading bit, this trading is happening in a controlled environment, and the client doesn't have to deposit its own funds. So any person out there on the streets right now can have this experience of entering the markets, trying various trading platforms, various asset classes, to test himself with absolutely no risk. And I think that's like a very, very unique offering. So like you can come here and understand in fairly short period of time whether you have talent or not. And if you have talent, you will also understand that what are the aspects in your trading that you need to improve. And we will help you improve in these aspects. So yeah, I think we have a lot of like opportunities and potential in this industry.
Okay, before I translate, Christoph, I will tell our attendants that you have urgent meetings. So if you want to go now, and then
I Sorry, because they're already
Thank you
waiting.
so much to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Christoph.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Auf
Okay.
Wiedersehen.
طيب احنا معلش اعتذرنا لان كريستوف كان عنده ميعاد واحنا فعلا Illimar, I tell them now that the meeting take a long time, which actually I am excited for that, and I never saw that it will take such time, but it's really I like it and it's have a lot of information. انا بقول لإليمار دلوقتي انا ما كنتش متخيل ان الويبينار هيقعد اكتر من ساعة والحضور ثابت معانا. انا سعيد جدا بالحضور. الحاجه اللي هو كريستوف اضطر يستأذن دلوقتي لان عنده ميعاد مهم جدا وما كناش متخيلين ان احنا هنقعد اكتر من ساعه. فالمهم ان انا عايز اقول الاجابه ان فعلا ناس كتير من المتداولين وصلوا لمرحله ان هم بقوا شايفين ان بسبب ان البروكر او شركات الشخص بيتداول فيها بامواله ما فيش قواعد، لان هو البروكر ما يقدرش يجبر الشخص اللي بيشتغل بامواله ان هو يعمل له قواعد. فبقى في توجه كتير من المتداولين بسبب الناس كتير زهقت من الخسائر المتكررة، فبقى في توجه ان المتداول نفسه عايز شيء يضبطه، عايز كيان يدخل من خلاله يتحط له قواعد فيصحح كل اخطائه. فهم شايفين ان فعلا التوجه القادم بقى بقوة ناحية شركات التمويل. كمان من كتر ما بقى فيه توجه هم شايفين ان ممكن الموضوع يبقى محطوط تحت تراخيص زي شركات البروكر، لان احنا دلوقتي مسجلين مش مرخصين. Illimar, I go to the point when you mention that maybe because we are trended, so maybe we are or government forced us to be under regulation, because I have many questions from some people why you are not regulations, and I answer always because trader didn't trade with their capital or with their money, so broker under regulations because traders using their money, but we are registered as financial service. So you have something to add it, or that consider a proper answer for that?
I mean, what is the status today? Like, it's across the globe, so from the US to Japan, everywhere, is that because the trader doesn't deposit its own funds, so they don't deposit funds. So effectively, there are no client funds involved, and then hence there is no regulation. But I think what will more and more start happening, because there are so many these firms out there. And in a lot of places, clients actually make a lot of money as well, a lot of profits, So when the prop firms are not paying out these profits, then people will start having complaints against these firms. And eventually who they will turn is they will turn to the regulators. So I think over the next few years, the regulators will start having like more and more interaction with prop trading industry, and eventually they have to start doing something, because this industry itself it's becoming very, very popular. So we as well, like the trading bit, we are growing extremely fast, So it's since the beginning really, so we've done a lot of things the right way. But what we have in the group right now is so we have one partner company who is actually regulated in Liechtenstein, and through this partner company for institutional investors and traders, we actually have a regulated umbrella that we can put traders under there and have regulatory cover as well, So we have this like licensing capability within our our umbrella. And but yeah, so long story short, it's client funds are not involved, and but because of the industry developments, most likely it will eventually become regulated, which is actually good. I think it should eventually become regulated.
اوكي انا كنت دلوقتي بتكلم عن الاسئله اللي بتيجي بخصوص النقطه هي ليه الشركات التمويل مش مرخصه. احنا لازم نقول ان احنا الشركات التمويل بتبقى مسجله، واحنا طبعا على الموقع عندنا الشركه مسجله اساسا في ليختنشتاين وفي ارقام التسجيلات، لكن الحاجه اللي مش بتفرض علينا ان احنا نبقى تحت جهات رقابيه مرخصه زي البروكر. ان الشيء الاساسي ان المتداول مش بيشتغل بامواله الخاصه. ولكن مع الوقت مع وجود شركات تمويل وابتدى المجال يبقى صناعة كبيرة، فعلا قد يتفرض من الحكومات ان يبقى في جهات رقابية بناء عليه الشركات دي تبقى مرخصة علشان نقطة سحب الأرباح، لأن مع الشركات كل ما بتكتر وبيبقى فيه جيمز وألاعيب كتير، في بعض الشركات في النص للأسف اللي ما تقدرش طبعا بسبب إن مش مرخص الموضوع، فالعميل ما بيقدرش يعرف يعمل ايه، اسحب ارباح ازاي. فممكن بسبب النقطة دي مع الوقت ومع قريب جدا هو متوقع ان يبقى الموضوع مرخص. Last question before I go to the question. So if I found a question which we didn't answer, I will highlight it to you. Last question which I got from many of our followers asking, because of TechMail have now an office at Dubai. So TradingPit is planning to have one of office, because you know Dubai is the main and important country to all of Arab region, and they know it's the icon of Arab area. So there is a kind of plan that maybe TradingPit some days have like TechMail an office at Dubai.
I mean, for the time being, we don't have like immediate plan to have an office there, and the reason being is that we are just developing so fast that it's not on our like docket right now. But it depends also a lot on where we would get eventually the highest number of successful traders. Because, for example, like right now we have a lot of like good traders from Germany, from Malaysia, actually from the MENA region as well. So most likely, like over the next 1 to 2 years, we will have 3 to 5 like physical offices as well in some of these regions, and I think Dubai has the highest potential there. Yeah. Not today, we don't have this plan, but I think it's very, very likely, because what is very interesting in the hedge fund world as well is that a lot of the hedge funds are actually establishing themselves in Dubai. And some of the friends I have in the hedge fund industry, even in London, you know, they are relocating from London to Dubai. For various reasons like taxation, and also access to capital, because generally in the MENA region there is a lot of investable capital. So also for us this is important, because eventually, as I mentioned earlier, when we will have these investment funds as well and certificates on top of good traders, we will look for institutional investors. And currently we have these potential partners in the UK, in London, but we are increasingly also getting attention in the MENA region, especially in Dubai, where there is a lot of capital which is looking for basically places to invest in. So yeah.
Okay. إليمار بيقول ان حاليا مش موجود في الخطة ان احنا يبقى في دبي في الوقت الحالي. الموضوع كله بيبقى متركز على عندنا اكتر كثافة من المتداولين موجودين في اي منطقة. يعني حاليا مثلا احنا عندنا اكتر كثافة في ألمانيا، في انجلترا، واحنا عندنا بارتنر هناك، بسبب ان لما بيبقى في كثافة متداولين ناجحين احنا بنعوز طبعا ان احنا نوفر موضوع ونعمل اجراءات الشهادات اللي هي خاصة بإدارة التحوط. فمع الوقت، وان طبعا دبي من المناطق البوتنشال والمناطق اللي بيبقى متواجد فيها مستثمرين كتير، زي مثلا مع تيك ميل بعد سنين. I just tell them now that it's something like TechMail after 7 years serving MENA region, but when TechMail found that really they have a lot of investors from Dubai, so that's why they decided. So I am telling them that.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on like where
Yes.
will be the center of gravity for us.
Yes.
And you mentioned TechMail as well, although I must add that TechMail and TradingPit are different companies. They are not like the same company. Yes, I'm co-founder in both of these companies, but we are separate. So, but what I wanted to add in terms of the TradingPit itself, today, for example, we have already physically people present in a lot of different countries. So I'm personally living in Spain, in Madrid. Christoph is living in Germany, in Munich. We have offices there as well. We have offices in Liechtenstein, in Cyprus. We have people physically in a lot of places like China, Poland, Egypt, and many places in the world. So I think if somebody also like wants to physically meet us, then myself as well, I'm 2-3 times a year I'm in Dubai, but can travel also elsewhere. So we are very open to meeting our clients, our introducing.
And even I always say that maybe in future we are going to make a big event like at Oman, Bahrain, Saudi, at all the countries. So from time to time we will be there when we have a group, and we have, as Illimar mentioned, bulk of traders, which really we need to make face-to-face communication. طيب I will translate to them now. إليمار بيقول إن إحنا عندنا فيزيكال أشخاص موجودين فعلا في كل مكان، زي هو موجود في مدريد، وطبعا هو بيبقى متنقل بين كل الديستنيشنز، لأن إحنا عندنا في ليختنشتاين، مدريد، ألمانيا، كريستوف موجود من ألمانيا برضو، أسبانيا، عندنا في إيجيبت، في مصر. فإحنا عندنا فيزيكال أشخاص موجودين. حتى تيك ميل هو عايز يأكد إن هو صحيح الفاوندر بتاع تيك ميل وتريدنج بيت، لكن هو دايما بيحب يفرق البيزنس ده، ما بيعملش ميكس بين البيزنس ده والبيزنس التاني. Now I can say that mostly we finalize more common questions we have received over the past period. And first question I have now from Zakaria. Zakaria mentioned that why we not remove the trailing stop, because it's an old rule and most of prop firms already remove it. So we appreciated that we remove it. Can I answer that?
Yeah, sure.
As I mentioned, I will answer in Arabic, then I will tell you.
Of course.
احنا طبعا حاطين في قاعدة التحدي في اللايت والستاندرد تريلينج، بسبب ان في ناس كتير اصلا لما بتسمع عن مديول البيزنس ده بتدخل اول شيء على اللايت والستاندرد. فاحنا حاطين التراجع متحرك في اللايت والستاندرد لان يهمنا جدا ان يبقى في فعلا رول الشخص المتداول عارف وصحح اخطائه، لان زي ما بقول تارجت كتير جدا اللي مش فاهم عن شركات تمويل بس ممكن يكون عارف يتداول، فبيدخل يجرب في اللايت والستاندرد. فاحنا حاطين الموضوع ده في اللايت والستاندرد. الموضوع التراجع المتحرك، الناس بس لو حسبته ودخلت على FAQ هتعرف ان هو شيء مش مضر، هو احنا او شيء مش بيقلل من او بيصعب التحدي، لكن هو شيء بيحرك مش اكتر. هي النسبه موجوده، هي 5% ولا 10%، بس بيحرك الخساره مع الكابيتال لما بيتحرك، علشان الشخص ده بنبقى احنا قلقانين في المرحله بتاعه السكيلينج بلان او خطه توسع براس المال، انه يعني يحقق ارباح وفجاه يخسر الارباح ويخسر ال 10% كلها. فاحنا بنقول طبعا شركات التمويل اللي دارسه ومخططه ان هي تبقى موجوده على اللونج تيرم، هي بيبقى هدفها فعلا جزء مهم جدا هو الريسك مانجمنت. فاحنا بنقلل الخطر اللي علينا في مرحله السكيلينج بلان او خطه توسع براس المال بان احنا بنتحرك بس، لكن هي النسبه موجوده، بس احنا بنتحرك بحيث انه لا قدر الله لو العميل خسر ما يخسرش الارباح ويخسر ال 10%، فانا كشركه اخسر ال 10% كلها، لكن هي ال 10% بتتحرك معاك. وبناء على التحدي احنا سهلنا بالنسبه للناس في الاكزيكتيف والفي اي بي التراجع ثابت، فده بيسهل على الشخص اللي هو داخل وعارف وهو عنده اكسبيرينس وعارف ايه هي شركات تمويل، انه هو يتسهل عليه مرحله التحدي. وبما انه هو فاهم عارف بيعمل ايه، فهو القاعده دي مش هتبقى بالنسبه له معضله، لان هو ات ذا اند وانت بتتحرك معاك في الارباح، لكن انا محافظ لك عليها، هي بتتحرك معاك ال 10%، بس الموضوع ان انت كل ما راس المال بيزيد هي بتتحرك، عشان لا قدر الله في حاله الخساره انا كشركه مبنيه على اللونج تيرم اتحرك معاك، فبالتالي خسارتي تبقى قليله. I can clarify what I tell to them that mostly we are restricted with light and standard during the challenge only with the trailing, because most of people know news about the prop firms going without maybe know well about the risk management. So we want to assure that they get the well experience, but most of people have experience with the trading with the prop firms and go direct through standard with the executive and the BIP with big amount. They know well what they are doing, so we have more trust in such. So even after they pass, because we make their life easier with the executive and BIP, because no trailing, then trailing at scaling plan, it's nothing to be worried about, because as soon as you know well what you are doing, so your percentage, 10% or 5% the daily, is always there, but it's will be moved according to your capital. As soon as you gain profit, the percentage will be secured. But the issue, because we are a company established for a long term, we want to focus on the risk management, because as I said, we are working for long term. So you want to add something in addition, or?
No, I think you did it well, yeah, to explain it.
Okay. ممكن someone asked about cryptos, and we already احنا أجبنا الموضوع ده. هو he asking do you have like a time so we can tell them maybe it's like at end of year, يعني we have a proper time for that about crypto on spot.
So most likely we will first add stocks, and I think stocks is probably 4 to 6 months away, and after that cryptos. So I would say early next year is probably cryptos. Crypto, just to explain for the audience, crypto is difficult from the risk management perspective, because it can fluctuate a lot. So imagine if we have like somebody managing 5 million in some cryptocurrency, and the market moves like 10% over the weekend when there is like no liquidity as well. Mm-hmm. So that's difficult part of cryptos.
But you can expect, or you can say, for example, something like end of year may be integrated, or
I think early next year is most likely cryptos.
اوكي. إليمار جاوب على نقطة الكريبتو، احنا شغالين عليها وهو بروجكت قائم، بالدليل ان احنا حاطين في الموقع ان هي coming soon. لكن موضوع إدارة المخاطر في الكريبتو مش سهل تماما زي الفوركس ومش زي الفيوتشرز. الموضوع السيولة كمان شيء معقد في الموضوع، ولكن قبل يعني إن شاء الله الموضوع قائم بحيث إن هو مش هيوصل إنه يبقى السنة الجاية، يعني ممكن مع بداية السنة الجاية إن شاء الله. Someone asked about scalping available. I can answer that. Yes, scalping is available, but we want to assure that traders didn't go through kind of scalping which is less than 1 minute, because as we said, we need consistent people. We need built a long-term partners with the traders. So usually the trades come on, based on scalping less than minute. Sometimes we can say that trader didn't know well or didn't trust on his strategy, so he want to get some kind of profit and run away. I will translate that in Arabic. احنا السكالبينج موجود لكن yes, okay, sorry. Yes, please to translate, or you want to add something?
No, I just wanted to add in terms of like scalping. So our, as I explained earlier, our long-term aim is to have like good talented traders for which we can capture also institutional investors. And the problem with scalping is that scalping strategies to a large extent are not scalable.
Yes.
You can't have like a 500 million fund investing into scalping strategies. It's just not working. It's not scalable. You can do like 1 lot, 2 lot, something like that. But if you have like 500 million, then you can't invest this money. So by nature, we are not so interested in scalping strategies. Yes, we can invest ourselves in some of these strategies, but like long term, it's not like scalable. The same is actually true with news trading. Imagine you have a 500 million portfolio, and what news trading you can do, like it's extremely difficult. If you have like a position of 200 million, you can't enter and exit this position in like 1 second. It's not possible, Hence, we are not really interested in like news trading strategies. Like it's not scalable.
إليمار دلوقتي كان بيتكلم على السكالبنج. زي ما أنا كنت بقول، السكالبنج للأسف هو وتداول وقت الأخبار مش بينتج عنه متداول مع الوقت، زي خط التوسع اللي عندنا مع الوقت بيعمل تراكم أرباح في حسابه. للأسف السكالبنج خصوصا الناس اللي بتشتغل على الأقل ثواني وبتخرج، هو بيعتمد على لوتات كبيرة ومع لحظة ممكن يخسر كل شيء. نفس الكلام في تداول الأخبار. تخيل ممكن يبقى فيه صفقات 200 مليون دولار at the end بسبب لخبطة حدث، يطلع السعر وينزل بجنون، الشركة تخسر مئات الملايين من الدولارات. فإحنا مش انترستد في أو مش مهتمين بموضوع السكالبنج أو النيوز، ولكن تسهيلا على الناس اللي بتحب السكالبنج خلينا الموضوع يبقى أكتر من دقيقة، لأن يعني بنحاول نسهل على الناس مع إن إحنا مش مقتنعين بتداول الأخبار أو وقت الأخبار القوية أو السكالبنج، ولكن تسهيلا خليناها أقل تبقى فوق الدقيقة، لأن at the end فوق الدقيقة هو شخص على الأقل صبور وعارف إن هو مع الوقت يحقق أرباح مستقرة. Another questions, one Mr. Hussein asking about deposit and withdraw methods. He asking about he talking about the credit and Visa. Actually, we are allow people to deposit through Visa and credit, but he asked about withdraw through Visa also and the other methods. You want to?
I mean, in general, we are like constantly adding like new methods, but the problem with like Visa and in general cards is that oftentimes most of the processors, they don't allow to send more money than what we actually receive, So we actually have to pay to send more money out, which is expensive for us. But what I would say is that we are constantly adding new methods, and Youssef, from your side as well, like if you hear anything back from the clients and we just hear this, then we can have a look and see what we can do, But we just always keep in mind the cost, like how much does it cost for us? Because if it costs too much, we have to charge it from somewhere, and then it's not good, So
yes. But also it's chasing about, and another comments about that they are waiting for crypto for withdrawal.
This one we
are working on that. Yes.
Yeah, this one we will have very soon. Very soon.
احنا شغالين على الكريبتو، وان شاء الله قريب جدا هيبقى موجود في السحب. وبالنسبه لطرق الايداع احنا موفرين جوجل باي وابل باي عشان الناس اللي ما عندهاش فيزا، بيرفكت ماني، وموفرين طبعا الفيزا، والكريبتو موجود حاليا في الايداع بس في بعض الدول، والدول اللي مش موجود فيها احنا شغالين ان احنا يبقى موجود. There is Mr. Tammam added a comment in English and he mentioned your transparency is really making a huge difference and make us trust the company and being very comfortable and motivated to give our best and continue learning and developing our trading skills.
Okay. I mean, I think maybe for your audience, like what I want to add is that myself and Christoph, we are not doing this business for like to make like money and to go to Bahamas, etc. Like because we have done business before, we have managed successful businesses, founded successful businesses. Then we personally have enough capital that we could live from tomorrow in Bahamas or in Dubai or wherever, like very good place, So we are doing trading bit from the sense of our motivation is to fundamentally change the prop trading industry. That's our motivation. It's not like to make, of course, like eventually we will make money as well, but it's not like number one motivation. Number one motivation is we enter the industry with thousands of prop firms out there who have no transparency, no trust, no understanding who are the people behind these firms. And then we come in with a tank and we are transparent, we are open about what we are doing. We are not like afraid of talking about our plans, etc., because we know that majority of our competitors are not sufficiently equipped, capitalized to even do this what we are doing. So hence we are like extremely transparent, and I personally as well, I view it as a very inspiring challenge to take an idea from just a small idea initially and then to build something global out of it, and we are already succeeding on that front. So that's a lot of gives a lot of motivation for Christoph and myself, and actually for the whole team.
إليمار دلوقتي بيقول هو عمل بيزنس كتير، وهو فعلا الناس لما تدخل حتى على لينكد او تدخل على اي حساب من حساباته الخاصه تعرف ان هو عامل مديول بيزنس جديد. هو طبعا البيزنس ده معمول برضو علشان فعلا يكسب هو وكريستوف، لكن هو عايز يقول ان هم كمان دخلوا في الاندستري دي لان هم موتيفيتد وعايزين ينقلوا، يعني عندهم حافز وعندهم حماسه للمديول ده، لان هم شايفين ان هو فعلا الشيء الترند القادم، وعندهم حماسه كمان ان هم يضيفوا للاسواق بسبب ان هم شافوا ممارسات كتير غلط من شركات التمويل. فعندهم حماسه ان هم فعلا يخلقوا ان يبقى فيه ترانسبيرنت، شفافيه، ويبقى فيه دايما مديول جديد. هو شركات تمويل موجوده، لكن هم الاثنين عايزين يحسوا باحساس الناس وهم فرحانين بالتفاعل، والناس فعلا تبقى لامسه ده. Many questions about crypto. We confirmed it will be very soon. No worries. Another person asked about perfect money. احنا عندنا perfect money والكريبتو هيبقى والله متاح. Thank you. A lot of people saying they're grateful and thanks. الحساب الأقصى متحرك الحساب. Someone asked about maximum drawdown. At the VIP account, maximum drawdown, all of our accounts, the maximum drawdown is 10% even during scaling plan. كل الحسابات بتاعتنا الحد الأقصى 10%. لكن التحدي الحساب الفي اي بي والاكزيكتيف الحد الأكثر التراجع ثابت مش متحرك، وأنا شرحت من شوية ليه. في another one asking if he pass all 10 levels, because we have many questions like that. And he has account under his management. He is able to buy another VIP account and another. He can do that. Regardless, sure, we are restrict copy signals between each account, but a lot of question. If someone reach to the level 10, I can answer if you want. Yes, they
you can answer. You can
yes.
answer.
انت اي شخص اذا وصلت للمستوى العاشر تقدر تشتري حساب تاني، بس اهم حاجه ما يبقاش فيه صفقات متكرره. Another one asking are we able to provide someday more capital, more than $5 million? I can believe that we are only the prop firm offering that, but you want to add some comment on that?
Yes, so we are not just like a prop firm that we have these challenges and that's like the only solution. What we also have is that in parallel we are being approached every day by traders who have actually like long-term experience, and they are looking for capital. So somebody who has 15 years traded in the markets sends us like a 10-year track record, let's say from Interactive Brokers, which we can verify. We are not going to tell this that okay, you have to go through the challenge and then we see, etc. So one of the certificate, like stock market listed certificate, which we have created on top of one trading group, we didn't ask them to go through the challenges, because Christoph and myself, we have been trading for like more than 20 years now. We can assess also the capability of somebody to trade from the track record. And if there is a very long track record, then what we can do, of course, we can attract capital, and we can do it in parallel. So yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
The problem there is that the problem there, just one thing about that. The problem there is that if somebody has a very good track record and wants to attract like 200 million or 100 million, etc., and we have limitations, we ourselves cannot do that in that case, So we have to rely on our partner, like hedge fund, where we go and we request, more capital. And in that sense, there will be more evaluation. Also, like we physically want to meet the trader. We want to understand very carefully what is the strategy really, how is risk management done, etc. So there is a process to evaluate as well the trader.
Okay, can you clarify this to me actually so I can answer that? You mean that we are restricted with a specific amount, we cannot go more than it, or because
no, it's in a sense that, like, for example, if we have just one trader that comes tomorrow and he wants to get 200 million, so we don't want to expose ourselves with our capital to invest all of this money, So we would go to our hedge fund partners and talk to them and say that, hey, we have this guy who has 15 years of experience. Are you interested to co-invest together with us into this trader and strategy? So this is like how we would work. So there would be also a process of evaluation of this trader, like to understand, his risk like management skills, and in general his strategy, like how he trades, and if it's really scalable as well.
اوكي. إليمار بيقول ان مفيش اي مشكله طبعا ان احنا ندي حسابات اكبر، ولكن هو الموضوع ما بيبقاش فيه منطق ان احنا ندي رقم كبير من المال لشخص قبل ما يثبت مدى اتساقه ومدى قدراته، لان الموضوع لو عدينا عن المبلغ ده اللي هو كمان شايف ان هو في الوقت الحالي بالنسبه لشخص وصل للمستوى العاشر هيكون رقم مناسب جدا، بس هو يوصل له. بس احنا ما فيش مشكله ان احنا نكبر الرقم، ولكن في الوقت ده الناس او المستثمرين اللي بيبقى فيه اداره اصول عن طريقهم هيبقى محتاج ان هو يقابل الشخص ده، يعرف مدى سنين خبرته، يتكلم معاه فيس تو فيس او وجها لوجه، يتناقش معاه، يفهم هو ليه محتاج راس مال اكبر من ده، لان هو ممكن يوصل لراس مال 200 مليون دولار، ولكن ايه المنطق ان انا ادي شخص واحد رقم كبير؟ احنا ممكن نكبر في راس المال، ولكن بعد ما يبقى في نوع من انواع النقاش ومقابله مع الشخص نفسه. There is a last question. Actually, I didn't understand, but we answer. Someone say, if scalping is consistent with intra trading, what is the problem? Actually, I can't understand what behind this question, but we answered that before. And we have no problem with scalping. That's why we allow scalping trades more than 1 minute, because actually we didn't want to go through news and scalping trades because it's not scalable. But to make life easier, we allow it more than 1 minute. You want to add something, or I will translate? It's okay.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
اوكي، احنا السكالبنج ما عندناش مشكله مع الاكتر من دقيقه، لان يعني هو احنا فعلا مش عايزين الاشخاص اللي بيتداولوا معانا يبقى كل تداولهم معتمد على السكالبنج، لان الشخص، واحنا من خبرات كتير قبل كده، اللي بيتداول في ثواني وبيخرج في النهايه ما بيكونش قادر يحافظ على مستوى متدرج من الارباح. ده علشان نساعد ونسمح بالموضوع ما نقفلوش خالص، عملناه بس يكون اكتر من دقيقه. Last thing, and it's appreciated for all attendants, we will promote a kind of promo code which is exclusive, because I want to tell people we didn't love always to go through kind of promotions, because as we said, we are a company established for long term, not for playing games, but we do something exclusive for our attendants, and it will be only represented here. So I will say that in English to know what we are going to do. It's something only in 25% because it's exclusive, because our followers know that we never go through big discounts, because we didn't trust on that. We know that we give values, and we spend a lot on technology. That maybe I answer why we are restricted with some of cost. But because we appreciated people attend, and even we are go through maybe 2 hours, which I feel.
You know what I wanted to say, Youssef, to all of the attendees as well, that I'm like super surprised that there are so many people still listening to us and asking questions, and I see that even more people are joining right now. So it's like absolutely, like, I mean, this gives me a lot of motivation, like that there is this community that we have already behind us, and people are interested to learn, get better in trading, and super great job, Youssef, you as well. Like it's great job you're doing. Yeah?
Thank you, and that also one of the reasons which I love to make, like each Sunday, and I promote this here also. We make each Sunday a kind of a table which we discuss where the market can go. For sure, we can't say specific signals, but at least let people know how to read the chart, because we are trust that communications face to face, speaking to each other, added value to our. إليمار هو مبسوط جدا وسعيد جدا ان الناس حضرت واستمعت لحد اخر لحظه للويبينار. الكود اوف ويبينار is MENA Promo 25 MENA Promo PROMO 25 او 25. ده 25%. احنا مش بندي ديسكاونت، ده انا هكتبه في الشات. I tell them the code dear Illimar and I will write it at the chat. And really I can say how can I thank you to take from your time and to introduce yourself, you and Chris. Really I appreciated that, and our attendance appreciated that so much.
No, it's our pleasure, and I just want to tell everybody as well that we are always like open to also meet physically, like any one of you. If you happen to come to like Madrid, Spain, or even closer there somewhere in countries, we can fly over. I'm often coming to Dubai as well, and we run a very open, transparent company here, and it's not that like somebody told us that we should do that. We run this company because we have run companies before in exactly the same way. Like that's how we just are, that we run businesses being open and transparent, who we are, what we do, and why we do it. And it's just that the way we are, it's like if we really believe in our business, why I should shy away and not not say like that we are behind this company, like.
Yes.
So and in these prop trading firms where you don't even see like who are the founders, who are the directors in the company, I don't know why they do it this way. Like it's like if they are running a serious company, I mean that's the first thing you should tell to your clients who trust their trading strategy, their time with you, to tell them who you are, like because you are building a partnership, and if you are not telling this who you are, then probably you are not building like a long-term business. You are building or you are doing something else. That's something that I conceptually I am not able to understand, like why they are not like transparent, but we are. So maybe that's good.
I will translate this immediately, but there is a few questions talking about, maybe we missed it before, and I received a lot recently last week, especially when another company do it. Some of comments asking and need that we release the maximum period for a challenge, because now we have the maximum is 90 days, and there are another top pro firms existing release it. But I want to highlight that we are only one phase. But I also pass to you this request, which I also pass to our management as well. Sure, we will get it in consideration.
Yeah, we will consider it. Yeah, for sure. Yes, we are very actively actually monitoring everything what's happening in the prop trading industry. So we know very well like what changes are happening, who is coming to the market, who is leaving, like, and yeah, we are
something regarding psychology. People feel comfort if it's released. So I didn't feel someone chasing me for a period. For me personally, and a lot happy with 90 days, but as I can say, and a lot of people tell me, it's something feeling relaxed, you know. اوكي إليمار وعد ان احنا موضوع البيريود ان احنا بنبص فيه فعلا، لكن هو الموضوع بيتم. I tell them now that because we are considering a new company, so we take it step by step, because we are we want to assure about how we manage our risk. فهو الموضوع احنا بناخده gradual. احنا فعلا بدأنا بحد تراجع وحد اقصى. I tell now examples that we begin with lower daily drawdown, and now we are the best. We have a good condition 5% and 10% during all of the scaling plan. فاحنا فعلا بنوعدكم ان احنا هننظر في الامر ده، واحنا دايما حريصين ان احنا نتلقى ردود الافعال ونشتغل عليها. الكود another time code is I write it on chat. MENA promo 25 MENA P like Peter ROMO 25. Thanks so much Illimar for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Youssef. Thank you all the like participants, like super great job, like so many people, 2 hours with us, like it's an honor like to be in front of all of you and to share our vision and what we want to do here. Like absolutely big thank you to all of you.
هو سعيد وشعر بالفخر ان هو ناس كتير قاعده وان هو قاعد قدامهم بيتكلم. وهو قال حاجه من شويه ان هو ليه مش عارف الناس ليه الشركات معظمها مش بيطلعوا يتكلموا بنفسهم كاونر او كفاوندرز. Thank you again and wish for you a nice evening, and I wish for all a nice evening and a successful week. Thank you.
Bye.
تحياتي، مع السلامه. متشكر لجميع الحضور، وان شاء الله دايما مزيد من التقدم، وهنشتغل دايما ان احنا نقدم لكم كل شيء يساعدكم على تداولكم. تحياتي. سلام.
السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم.